And as Jenna alluded to, the new face of the virus might be covering yours. Some people see wearing a mask as a civic duty. Others see it as a sign of weakness. But doctors told our Casey Nolan it is a must when it comes to reopening the economy.
There's no conspiracy, but more elected leaders are now saying in order to reopen our economy, we will need a cover-up. For our faces, that is.
Protecting your fellow Americans by wearing a face covering in public is a collective act of patriotism.
But like everything else in our politics, what's patriotic can depend on your perspective. And now that seems to have spread into our pandemic response.
Is this lighting up your show, the phones on your show?
Yes, it is.
McGraw-Milhaven put the question to his audience. Along with Five on Your Side's Kelly Jackson, he hosts the morning show on 550 KTRS. He says between politicians changing their stance on masks to debates over freedom and fear, all the mask talk is starting to wear on him.
Whether it's perceived or not, you get almost a stink eye from some people who are not wearing masks, like, oh, you're one of those, that you believe in that, don't you?
Why from a medical professional's perspective is a mask important?
Wednesday, BJC announced that all employees and patients at all of its hospitals must wear masks when around other people. And BJC's director of infection prevention says it's a good policy for all of us.
Now we know that if you get sick, you were actually putting people at risk for a couple of days before you develop those symptoms.
Out with your dog or on a socially distant walk, Dr. Babcock says the mask isn't a must.
But if you're going into a public place where it's going to be hard to keep 6 feet of distance between you and everyone else, then it's better if everyone in that space is wearing a mask.
Maybe it doesn't resonate as well because they tell us that the mask is more for the other person than it is for yourself.
I don't care who I hurt when I go outside. That's even more offensive.
As for BJC's mask policy, they hope patients will arrive with at least a cloth mask, but if you don't have one, they will give you one at the door. In St. Louis, Casey Nolan, Five on Your Side.